Okay, so let's look at this problem here. We're gonna do the same thing that we just did. We're gonna label the charges, we're gonna figure out which one's been reduced, which one's been oxidized, and we're gonna write those little half equations where it shows where the electrons are going, all right? First off, what's the charge of the sodium? When it's by itself, it's gonna just be 0, all right? And then the chlorine's gonna be 0 as well. Don't get used to it just because it's on the left side, it's 0. It's just because it's by itself, all right? Whenever it's in a compound, that's when you're gonna have charges most of the time in this unit. Pretty much all the time. All right, Na is gonna be what charge? Good, plus, and Cl is gonna be? -1. Good, okay, awesome. So let's take a look at this. Sodium was 0, then it became +1. So what did it do? Did it lose or gain electrons? Yeah, exactly, good. So it lost electrons, so it was oxidized. So that means over here is gonna be the O. And then the chlorine, what did it do? Good, it gained an electron, so it's gonna be reduced. All right, so it was reduced, all right. Now let's check this out. They balanced it for us, which is nice. So we're gonna do 2 NAs, and then we'll have the yield sign, and then 2 Na pluses on this side. Which side would you put the electrons on? The right side, right? Because it's losing electrons, so it's gonna be on the product side. How many electrons? 2. All right. So this would be the half equation for this problem. All right. It's showing half of what the problem's doing. All right. And it's also showing your electrons in there. You can actually also have voltage and like numbers in addition to this as well, but we're not getting into that right now. All right, so then the other one we have is Cl2, and then the arrow, and then on this side we'll have 2Cl minus. All right, which side do the electrons go on now? Left side, yep, plus 2 electrons, all right. And if we take a look at this, there's 2 electrons on the left, 2 electrons on the right, so they would cancel out. And then basically this whole thing would just be, if you were to do this, all right, this and this would cancel out. And then if you added them back together, you would have 2 Na plus Cl2, and that's just these 2 things. That's all that's on the left side. And then all that's on this side, all right, we have an Na plus, a Cl minus, so they're gonna go together. All right, and there's 2 of them, so that's gonna happen. Don't forget the yield sign. So we just took this and we just broke it apart, all right? And then we put it back together.